weekly meeting.
Who called, Larry or?
Okay. I'm working on my iPad today because my computer is having some difficulties, so bear with me as best we can.
Are you telling us it has a virus?
Yeah, it's supposedly updating, but nothing is happening.
Takes a while, possibly.
Yeah, and I just want to.
I have an update on my machine. It's really slower. So
Okay,
instead of 30
let's.
seconds, it takes now a minute because I had a couple updates.
Okay, everybody who is not going to speak during the meeting, please.
With the eye roll.
I'm glad you appreciate it. I don't like your tone.
And Steve, do you want to make me co-host? At least on my iPad for the time being. Thank you. All right, let's start with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. And as I said before, the positivity rate has dropped. The 7-day has dropped below 1%. It's 0.96 according to the paper, and that's a great sign. So let's have a moment to reflect and pray that it stays this way and doesn't increase now that some of the restrictions are lifted, and that we can get back to some sense of normalcy. Thank you. Just like to mention, typically we don't address non-members, but since Dudley Williams spoke to us recently and was a presenter and has been active in the city of Stamford for a number of years on the Board of Education, on the various boards, and recently as CEO of the Mill River Collaborative. I just want to mention that Dudley has passed away last week after a bout of cancer. Next slide, please.
Working on it.
That's all right.
There we go. We're going 2 at a time. Here we go.
Okay. As we had indicated, Debbie Sofire, who has been our liaison and our contact person with the Fish Church, is leaving and moving to Cape Cod. And the board, as we reported, decided to give her a little token of thanks for all that she's done for us. She would come in and have the room set up. She would make coffee. She would cut the cakes and put it out and clean up afterwards. And whenever we needed anything, she was there helping us and accommodating us. So she will be sorely missed, not only by SMAS, but by the Fish Church and Pastor David Van Dyke, Reverend Van Dyke, was with us. And here you see the photo of presenting her with a little desk clock with an inscription on it, and we SMAS tile. She really appreciated it. And I don't know, is Debbie on with us today? She
I
was
have a letter from her, Joe. She asked me to read.
let's see.
Joe?
Yeah, no, she's not. Okay, so
Should I read the letter?
I'm sorry.
Sure. That's nice.
I have a letter from her to the association.
Okay, is that Phil?
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Phil.
As you know, my husband and I are moving to the Cape. Well, this has been a long-term goal and dream of ours. It's actually coming to fruition far sooner than we ever anticipated. Strange, unexpected things started happening very quickly over the last 2 to 3 months. Doors kept opening that weren't orchestrated by us, and it soon became clear that we were being nudged from above to take the leap now rather than later. So we did. My husband has a job waiting for him, and I'll find something since we aren't ready to retire yet. Fish Church has been my church family since we moved here from Boston 18 years ago this August. I'll miss everyone, this wonderful church, working staff, and all of you. I told Dave Kaplan that you were my favorite group. You all bring a fresh, vibrant energy to our fellowship hall, and it's been my honor to work with you and serve with you. Please take care, and thank you for your kindness. That's from Debbie.
That's
And
very nice.
Debbie is, I believe Debbie is with us. Debbie, do you want to say anything? Give you the opportunity. Unmute yourself.
Okay. I just want to say, I'll see you later. I'm not going to say goodbye to anybody. I hope to be back at some point for something, maybe a concert on the green, but I've enjoyed so much working with you all, and I really mean it. And you are my favorite group, and it's just not the same without you here. So I know everybody here will be glad when you're back, and just thank you for everything.
And we thank you, Debbie. Okay, and then, although it's not going to be on a slide, with discussions with Reverend Van Dyke yesterday, we are now a little more positive, and the anticipation is that starting in October, we will back meeting back live again. So we're taking baby steps towards that, and hopefully that comes to fruition, and it'll be great to see everybody. There may be some little minor changes. We're going to have to work our way through the meeting protocols and whatnot, but it looks like we'll be able to meet with 100 or so members in attendance, and that would be great. So I'm looking forward to that and hoping that does happen.
Hey, Joe, before we leave the subject of Debbie, can I say a word?
Who's that?
Bill McGurr.
Yeah, quickly, Bill, because we've got a long.
Okay, I just want to say, Debbie told me one story, which I never forgot. When she was in college, she would call home. And at that time, they had pay booths. The only thing she could do was put a dime in, get the operator, and say, I want to make a telephone call with the receiver paying, and the person I'm calling paying for the call. The operator would say, that's fine. Who can I say is calling? And she said, Debbie Reynolds. And the telephone operator would hang up. She had such a problem making calls from college to home with a name like Debbie Reynolds. The only thing she was missing was Fisher, right? Take care. Best of luck, Debbie.
Thank
God
you,
bless.
Bill. Thank you.
Hey, Joe, it's Bob Loop. I just want to wish Debbie the best. Debbie and I worked together, moving us over to First Presbyterian Church. It was great. And she's just been terrific, and we're really going to miss her. I'm going to miss her. And hopefully we'll get a replacement that's half as good as you. Would be great. Thank you, Debbie.
Thank you very much.
I wish you the best.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
Joe, I'm going to add 2 cents. This is Jerry calling. Debbie worked so nicely with the songsters, setting us up, making arrangements when we couldn't make a particular date. Debbie, thank you so much. We will miss you.
You're welcome. I'll miss you.
Okay, yeah, moving on. All right, and just again to reiterate that our policies at the present time are that we're going to follow the CDC guidelines as they relate to mask wearing, and CDC only provides guidelines, but we have to follow the state mandates. So that being said, we still will require for all in-person activities that every attendee be either fully vaccinated or have been tested 48 hours prior to the activity, and obviously have a negative result. As we go along and as things change, some of these things may also change, but currently these are our requirements, and hope that everybody follows them. We're not going to be checking documents, but it's on the honor system, and I know based on what we polled, most everybody was either been vaccinated or planning on getting vaccinated. So with that being said, our next slide, please. All right, our summer informal meetings will start on July 8th and continue through August 26th. These are going to be meetings from 10 a.m. to 11 a.m., 1 hour, and they'll be wide open. If somebody wants to bring up a subject and discuss it during the meeting, if anybody has someone that they know might want to give a short presentation, but it's primarily to get together and see each other and do a little socialization through the Zoom system. Our regular meetings will resume on September 9th. And I know Stu is not here, but he's going to have to check with some of our presenters during, September is okay because we'll still be on Zoom. However, in October, he's going to have to check with the presenters to see that they're able to come in person. I know he's got a few that might be far distant, so that's going to take some work. So we're moving along, and hopefully we'll get back to to normal, whatever that normal is going to be in the next, let's say, 6 to 8 months. Okay. All right, can we just go back before I talk about it? All right, one of the things that I didn't have a chance to get to, Carl, to put on a slide, I didn't want to overburden him, he just got back last night. But as you're all aware, Larry Holtzman will be moving to Florida, and Florida's gain is definitely our loss. Larry has been handling a number of activities and positions over the last few years, and has done yeoman work on anything he's done. And the nominating committee came up with a replacement for Larry, and it was approved last week at the emergency board meeting, so that effective June 1st, although Larry will be leaving in July, effective June 1st, Howie Breslow will be assuming the role of second vice president. And Howie, I think, is stepping back into that role from his recruitment director's position. And replacing Howie will be Lou Terry as recruitment director. And the board approved it and at our meeting, so that will take effect on June 1st. So we'll be able to go into the summer last month and through the summer with the replacement members on board. And Larry will still be active. He's not going to drop it. He promised that he will still continue handling the activities that he's been handling and transition everything over to Howie. So our deep gratitude, Larry. And again, I said, it's going to be our loss that you're leaving, but it's Florida's gain, and wish the best to you.
Thank you. Thank you, Joe. Appreciate it.
Okay, we can go on to the next slide. That's today's speaker is Stephen Wertheim. His subject is Tomorrow the World, the Birth of U.S. Global Supremacy. So Dr. Wertheim will be, I don't know if he's with us now, I can't see, but he will, should be interesting. I have a little bio on him, and so please stay on till for our presenter later today. Okay, and since Stu's not here, quickly, on June 3rd, Stacy Baker will be presenting on St. Jude's Children's Research Hospital. It will be an info session and a video tour. On June 10th, Frank Batiste, the Stamford traffic engineer, will present getting around Stamford, all of the changes that are being made, and what's in store. On June 17th, Dr. Parry, as he promised, will be back with us, and I understand he gave a presentation last week to Greenwich Senior Men's Association that was covered in the paper. So it'll be great to hear from Dr. Parry and get real information. I can't see the bottom of the slide, but on June 24th, there will be a discussion with Dr. Bernstein, Michael Embright. Carl, can you just read the rest of that, the bottom of the slide?
Yes, Amy Spetler is going to be the moderator, and the doctors Michael Bernstein, Michael Abright, and Paul Weinstein from Stamford Health will be talking about lung cancer.
Thank you.
Lung cancer screening, excuse me. I couldn't read it either.
Yeah, I have the participants showing on the bottom.
Right.
So.
That's what I was able to move mine out of the way at the last minute.
Okay. Next slide. Okay. And Stu's still asking, and as I've indicated, it's a big job trying to get speakers every week, and I'm sure that, I mean, I know I had a lot of help from the members coming up with suggestions for speakers, and really, anybody that knows anybody in the area, neighbor or a friend, please, contact Stu and make a suggestion. And even our own members, we've had some great presentations from our own members, Joe Jaquinto, Mike Golden. So put your thinking caps on and help. It's like I say, it is a big job for, oh, I just lost everything.
Oh, hear you, Joe.
Okay, here it came back. I'm gonna try and get on with my computer now, and that'll hopefully help. Okay, so yeah, so please help Stu with that. Let's say any suggestions. Next slide. Ira.
Good morning, everyone. We've got a beautiful day. Try to enjoy it as much as you can. Last week's online attendance was 48. Everybody, I assume, has received the minutes. I have not received any corrections or additions, so I can assume that the minutes have been approved. Joe, take it back.
Okay, Ira, you assumed correctly.
Okay.
The minutes are considered approved. Thank you, Ira.
Okay, 9:20, this is Larry here. 9:20 discussion groups for the month of June. First of all, I want to thank Joe D for leading us on current events this morning. It seemed to be a very active discussion. A lot of guys participated. And I just encourage more of you who are on now to get on a little earlier at 9:20. And the talks are very, very interesting. June 3rd, Art Feldman will be talking about transformation of America. Is it good or bad? June 10th, Bob Butke comes back for technology. June 17th, Joe D on investing. And on June 24th, Emily Boothroyd comes back on money matters. Emily, of course, is an associate of Lori Price, who's been with us for somewhere beyond 20 years. So, and she's new, fresh blood and very interesting. So please come at 9:20 and participate. Next slide. Tai Chi lessons. Carl, are you on with us today?
Yeah, I'm here, Larry. We completed our sessions for May, and next Monday we're not having a session due to Memorial Day, but we're looking for signups for the month of June. That'll start on Monday, June 7th. Several of the people who participated in May are interested. We certainly need more. Anybody who participated who hasn't let me know that they're interested, please do so. Anybody new that wants to join, feel free to do so. The fact that you didn't come in May, it doesn't matter. This is good for anybody, can start at any point in time. So hopefully we'll get a good response and have the sessions set up for June.
Thank you, Carl. Next slide, please. Okay, yesterday's walk was at the Cove. And as you can see, we had a good turnout. The weather was great. Alyssa and David Kaplan, Alan and Sari Jaffe, John Cullen, somehow his name is, there. Let's see, who's that? Jerry Kranz, Joan and Bob Meyer, myself and my wife Susan, and Peter Healy and Joan Kranz. Oh, I'm sorry, that was Jan Meyer back there. Next week, the walk is at Irwin Park. I might mention, I don't know if any of the other participants did, but I got a parking ticket because I had not had my beach sticker yet for Cove, and it's kind of expensive. It's $80 fine, which I'm going to somehow try and get reduced, but you need a beach pass for future walks there. And I had not known it started before Memorial Day, where you need a sticker, but so be it. Next week, it's at Irwin Park in New Canaan. Next slide. The annual tennis tournament, Larry and Joe are not on today, but they've told me they have 12 people signed up. So that is sort of like enough for a mini tournament. We try to get a few more people. So if you're own a tennis racket and want to get a little exercise and, contact Larry or Joe, it's Monday, June the 7th at Scalzi Park. Next slide. The annual fishing trip, Bill, you want to speak to it, please?
Yes, thank you very much. I was talking to Captain Kevin. He said this year he really expects us to get a good catch of fluke, and he's not going to spare any distance as far as going out. It's $60 a head. We'll meet at the boat in Portchester by the old Willard House, and we'll meet there at 1:30. The boat sails at 2. We come in about 7 o'clock in the evening. It's really a great day. The people enjoy it. We've got about 8 fishermen signed up so far. Please call me ASAP. June 23rd, Wednesday, June 23rd. And please remember, those ocean waves may roll, let them roll. The stormy seas may blow, let them blow. While we happy fishermen go skipping through the top, and the landlubbers lay down below, 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 and the landlubbers lay down below. Don't forget, join us. It's a great day, camaraderie in the sunshine. Thank you.
Thank you, Bill. Next slide, please. Here's some of the catches from before. Butke's got one. I don't know who the other 2 are, but that's a great fish over there. So take care and happy fluke and happy eating if you get to take it home. Next slide. Okay, the great golf tournament for Monday, June 28th. Brian, you want to speak to it? I don't think Howie's on this morning.
Yeah, sure. So far, we have 14 people committed. I found out 2 cannot make it. We're trying to get another 10 to 14 people if we can. I'll send out another reminder notice today. If you're interested, let me know. The sooner the better, because the sooner we find out who's playing, the better we can organize it, the sooner we can get the teams together. So let me know if you're interested. It's a great day. Howie is not here, so I can say that he's promised us perfect weather.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Brian. That's always a great event, and it should be, hopefully have great weather, and the course is in great shape. So looking forward to everybody who can play golf. Come on, join. Next slide, please. Okay, the spring luncheon, Rock Rimmon Country Club, Wednesday, June 30th. $50 a person. The menu's on the next slide. So far, we have 95 signups and paid. So love to get it to 100. I'd encourage members who are on, if you haven't signed up, to sign up and send me an email. You also have to, besides choosing your food, state that you have been vaccinated, and then send me a check made out to SMAS. It's $50 a person, and should be a great day. That's pretty much it. Again, I encourage you to mention this to parties you're in contact who are members of the organization, but do not Zoom with us. So it's open to all of them as well. Next slide. The picnic is still scheduled for September 23rd. Stu's not in it with us. It's $25 a person. We're going to have some raffle items, silent auction, great food. Mayor Martin will be the speaker, and sign-ups will start next week. And I believe that's it for all of the activities. It's been my pleasure to serve you, and I will continue to serve in unofficial capacity, assisting Howie during the month of June. So take care, and everybody have a great rest of the day.
Larry, again, thank you so much for all you've done for our organization and will continue to do. And remember, even when you're in Florida, you've paid your dues for the year, you're still a member, and please feel free to join us whenever you get the opportunity, because we'll probably be Zooming in one form or another.
Will do.
Okay, memberships. No new members since the last meeting. Do we have any guests or visitors besides Debbie with us this morning? Okay. If not, I encourage you to continue to advertise that we're returning to live activities, and we've got a very active June coming up. And as Joe was saying, a very strong possibility of live meetings again in the fall. So things are looking up, and hopefully the membership numbers will start returning to their previous levels shortly.
Thank you, Colin. Dave is also at the same funeral ceremony service, and I'll take over. Our condolences go to Murph Weingard on the loss of his daughter, Jen Weingard Smith, on May 22nd. Murph had lost his wife on March 28th, double tragedy. So you can contact Murph at 203-327-9374 with your expressions of consolation and condolences. It's tough when you lose two people close together. We wish Earl King a speedy recovery from the fractured rib as a result of his fall. He'd been discharged from Stamford Hospital and is at home convalescent. Please contact Earl, and his number is listed. Earl was planning on joining us today via Zoom, and ended up with a couple of doctor's appointments that were conflicting on the time, but he's hoping to be with us again next week. Next slide. All right, Memorial Day. Steve, do you want to talk about the parade?
Yeah, okay, good. I got on. I was muted. Yeah, we are resuming a short Memorial Day parade this year. It will be on Sunday, this coming Sunday at 11:30, stepping off at Latham Park, which if you're familiar with it, usually starts out around the police station. But we will be starting at 11:30 from Latham Park, going down Bedford over Atlantic and winding up at Veterans Memorial Park. The big thing this year at the ceremony, which begins at 12 o'clock, will be the dedication of a Gold Star monolith. If there's anyone that's not familiar with the term Gold Star family, that is someone that has lost a loved one while they were serving in the military. If you can't make the parade, down at the bottom there, where it says the link, that's Local Live, will be a Stamford organization will be live streaming it. It will be available from them on their website. I don't know how many days or hours afterwards. And there should also be a YouTube available afterwards. That's all I need to say. Hopefully this is, just the first signs of things opening up, an actual parade.
Thank you, Steve.
Steve, maybe you can mute, somebody's typing emails on the, with their mic open.
What's that?
Somebody's typing emails. I can hear their typing going on. Maybe
I
you can,
suspect it's Larry. Larry.
Yeah, I meant to mute myself, sorry.
I muted him. We can't do that often with Larry.
Okay.
Multitasking.
Yeah, continuing on fellowship news, repeat, there are 3 members who are unable to join Zoom meetings, but would like to maintain contact with our members. So if anybody would like to call Hal Rosenbaum, Jack Jablonski, or Louis Kay, please feel free to. They want phone calls from the members and friends. Dick Harper, I believe, is also not with us today due to a conflict. And on June 23rd, there will be the book club meeting to discuss Spying on the South by Tony Horwitz. And on moving ahead to September, will be a book Cast by Isabel Wilkerson. I have no idea what these books are about, but from what I understand, they've always been very interesting books and good discussions on them. And the next meeting will be October 20th after that, and there's no title determined yet. I see we're got a few moments. Anybody, based on any of the things that we discussed during the meeting, the reopening, or anything else want to discuss, please raise your hand, virtual hand on the participant screen. I guess nobody has anything to they want to bring up. Okay, then we'll go to jokes. Anyone have any?
This is Alan Jaffe. I'm having trouble raising my hand
You gotta
mechanically.
just go like that.
No.
Just go like that.
Yeah, I got it. All right. I'm better at raising a fuss. The surgeon had a patient who insisted on closing her own incision. So he said to her, "Suit yourself." Suture. I've been telling everybody about the benefits of eating dried grapes. It's all about raising awareness. Why is it unwise to share your secrets with a clock? Because time will tell. And I have a few jokes about unemployed people, but none of them work.
Jeez.
And then lastly, I used to be a chain smoker, and then I gave that up and decided to go to cigarettes.
Right, all together now. Let's all groan.
You've probably grown used to me.
Okay. Is our Steve Wertheim?
I have not seen our speaker sign on.
Yeah. I know he's still a couple of minutes. But yeah, going back to what we were talking about, the October start, depending upon what restrictions are in place, we may have to modify our coffee intermission somehow. Still, the use of the kitchen and Debbie not being available, we might have to ad lib some of that and bring in coffee.
Our speaker is joining us, Joe.
Okay, great. So, but just being live, and we'll work through the problems or